This week, the physiology of aging. Brace yourself, my friends. Today, I'm going to share with you some facts about aging. They say ignorance is bliss, but I beg to differ. Too many of you are still going about complaining over this ache and that pain, swallowing this pill, and conveniently chalking it up to aging. Well, yes and no. Yes, because aging is in part responsible for your trouble. And no, because there are many concrete actions we can take to slow down the process of aging and to keep us feeling young. At around 35 years of age, we begin to lose 1% of our bone mass per year. Osteoporosis is a disease related to the loss of bone mass. Loss of flexibility starts at around 35 years of age as well and leads to decreased range of motion, pain, and rigidity, which eventually affect mobility. The body has to move in order to remain healthy. At 45 to 50 years of age, muscle mass begins to decline by 3 kilograms per decade. This decline is due to a decrease in growth hormone production and a lack of physical activity. Body fat increases in relation to muscle loss because muscle burns more calories at rest than fat does. This fact alone leads to weight gain and increases the challenge of maintaining a healthy weight. Accumulated fat is deposited around the vital organs, which increases the risk for heart disease. Fat is the storage house for the harmful toxins the body cannot eliminate. The more toxins you have stored in your body, the harder it is to lose weight and the more at risk you are for disease. Are you getting depressed yet? The structure of the blood vessels of the heart change due to the increased rigidity of the vessel walls and accumulated LDLs, bad cholesterol. These changes cause both blood pressure and blockage problems, which increase the chances of heart disease. With aging, the cardiovascular system becomes less sensitive to neurological stimulation. This causes a decrease in heart rate, blood pressure reflex time, as well as blood flow to the muscles. This slows both the output capacity and recovery time. Stop, Lisa! Enough! No, there's more. How about posture, lung health, balance, memory, eyes, ears, and skin? Need I go into more detail? Are you ready to give up, roll over, and die right now? No, wait, I have solutions. Here are Health Canada's physical activity recommendations to help reduce the risk of chronic disease, increase autonomy, and improve quality of life. 1. Endurance exercise, 4 to 7 times a week for cardiovascular health. 2. Strength and balance training, 2 to 3 times a week for weight maintenance, better posture, prevention of osteoporosis, and maintaining autonomy. 3. Stretching, daily for pain relief and maintaining suppleness and mobility. There are 3 dimensions to human frailty: time, disease, and disuse. You can't do much about time. Disease is very challenging. But with regard to disuse, you have the power to make positive change. The ball is in your court. Are you game? Just do it! Month 3, the physiology of aging. In this week's coaching, we're going to revisit the be, do, have model.
There's no such thing as failure, only feedback.
And we're going to move together in a new way. You know what they say? Use it or lose it. Moving is anti-aging. So tell me, how did you do with your first thing in the morning routine this week? Perhaps it's a good time to revisit our be, do, have chart from month 2, week 3. So, be, it's your mindset, your attitude, it's the choices you're making, right? Mm-hmm. You have to decide how you're going to be. Let me remind you about regret number 5 of the top 5 regrets of the dying. So number 5, I wish I had let myself be happier. Many did not realize until the end that happiness is a choice. They had stayed stuck in old patterns and habits. The The so-called comfort of familiarity overflowed into their emotions as well as their physical lives. Fear of change had them pretending to others and to themselves that they were content when deep within they longed to laugh properly and have silliness in their life again.
Okay, the do. This is the process involved to move forward, to advance. It's all in the actions that you take.
Mm-hmm. And have? What will you have? Your health. Because your health is the result of what you do every day. So you're going to have your health so that you can age well and fully enjoy your life right to the end.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I want to caution you with is many times we'll get stuck in the do before we be. So what we do until we're exhausted and we're done. And then we don't have what we want to have.
No results.
No results at all. Also, we can get stuck in the have. Do, be. We think, when I have my health, or when I have this or have that, then I will do this and then I will be happy. Mm-hmm. So, and this is where life passes you by.
Mm-hmm. In the past.
You're living in the past.
Oh, actually, that's wrong. When I have money, that means in the future. When I have money, I'll travel the world and I'll be happy. Rather than I'm happy, I'm working, and I'm going to do things and have what I want. Different process.
Mm-hmm. So just be mindful that it's be, do, to have.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So that brings us to our affirmation for this week is I am increasing my energy every day through regular exercise.
And doesn't have to be a lot. 10, 15 minutes. And remember, exercise is cumulative. You can do 10 here, 15 there, 5, but you've got to do it. You've got to move. Mm-hmm. So there's no such thing as failure. So if you haven't been able to, do all of the challenges, remember that is not failure. It's feedback to you about maybe what you need to become more aware of, or maybe an adjustment that you need to make, or maybe an attitude change. Maybe you're too hard on yourself. When we're hard on ourselves, it's unpleasant, right? So just stay relaxed, commit to your choice of wanting to live a healthier and happier life, and just do the best that you can, making the adjustments that you need. So the feedback that you're getting is your lesson. And if you pay attention to the lesson, that's where you're going to find the learning.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and with me, on the first month, our first month's challenge, I was going along really great. And then all of a sudden, I have this big X on my calendar. I missed a day. Well, at first, I started beating myself up. Oh,
I'm no good.
Yeah, what happened, So what I was focusing on the negative instead of focusing on all the positive, all the smiley faces. Mm-hmm. So I asked myself this question: what got in my way this day? Because I knew there was some learning here. So I was able to stop myself quickly and not go on for days or weeks on end, still beating myself up. So then I reframed my perception, and I asked myself this question: what actually got in my way that day that I didn't fulfill my commitment? So when I realized what got in my way, then I was able to pick myself up and then just keep going. I made a new choice to move forward and not be stuck in those lower vibrations.
Good. So if you're having trouble with this challenge, I'm inviting you to lift your vibration up to the level of courage. Be courageous. Affirm and empower yourself to do this. Yes, you can. Commit to becoming healthier and happier. Make your intention work for you. Connect with your accountability buddy. Help them support you. Help them and have them help you. Maybe you want to move with somebody. What are you going to have as a result of this? A healthier and happier you. What are you going to have? You're going to protect yourself against disease, against the developing chronic illnesses, or at least not as quickly, weight gain, exhaustion, lack of energy, premature aging. Exercising in the right way is fun and revitalizing. So, shall we move together? All right, so today we're going to work on stretching the fascial trains. These are lines of connection through the body to make the body more supple. So put one foot in front, one foot behind, and what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, we're going to raise the arms up, we're going to bend the back leg and do an extension like this, and coming back. Inhale, bend the knee, exhale. Inhale, back, exhale, inhale, up, exhale, bend the back leg, and coming back up. Good. Let's do the other side. And inhale, up, bend the back knee, and coming back up. And again, inhale, exhale, keep your heels on the ground, and up. One more. Inhale, up, bend the back leg, and come back to center. Now we're going to put one foot with the toes pointed out, one foot with the other, kind of like this. And we're going to bend our knees, and the point here is to really practice the flexion of the ankles and the hips. So inhale, bend the knees, and squat, and come back up. And again. 2. And you don't have to go too far down. Really direct your shin bones towards your toes and up. Let's do the other side. That feels good, doesn't it? It's harder than it looks, and it works areas that we're not used to working. So inhale, bend the knees, the shins go towards the toes, and let your hips go back. And up, and again. And backs, and one more. Good. Now let's put one front foot in front and turn the toes in, and one foot back, turn the toes in. And here we're going to move our hips. So inhale and exhale, twist, and back, and to the other side, and again, twist, moving your hips. Yeah, that's good. You can really feel the stretching through this side of the hip here. Good, and let's put the other foot on top. And change to the other side and twist. 1. So if for any reason any of these movements are too painful, don't do them, or do them smaller. Turning the hips, and really ground into the back heel. And one more. Twist. Great. And to finish today, so you can cross your leg behind, and then you're going to reach your arm up and over, and you're reaching your hips to the side. Reach. Keep breathing, keep your shoulder back, ear to the shoulder, and coming up. And let's do the other side, cross behind, and we're going to lift the arm up and over. Yeah, that's good. Really ground into the back heel. Good, and let the head come this way a little bit. Yeah. Use your lower belly for support. And breathing. Can you feel it, Dan? Yeah. Good, right? We're stretching through here. Push the hips out. Good. And coming back up. go. So thank you, and we'll see you soon.